Okay. This is great.
Bro, what's up? How we doing?
What is up, you beauts? Episode 69, brother. Woo! Oh man, I just wanted to get your reaction, bro. You like the fucking chops, brother? Look at the chops right there. Episode 69. Doesn't happen often, brother.
You look glorious. Fucking glorious.
Cocktails on a Tuesday night. Who the fuck am I? Bro, this is it, man. The only problem is without the wig, I look super racist. Like I look like the Proud Boys leader. It's not good. So I think I'm gonna probably have to just get rid of the goat after this pod. But yeah,
Oh man,
feeling good.
Glorious. You look glorious. You got some color.
Feeling good. Oh boy, that's Florida. Oh boy, that's where I got this wig down in Florida. You know, if you don't have a mullet in Florida, it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? That place is beautiful.
I wish you could have that year round.
If I could grow hair, this is what it would look like. I used it all up. In the early days. You know that, man. I used all my good hair up in the youth. Now it's just on my back. It's crazy. It sucks.
Bro, this is a glorious get up. I want you to rock this with the Baki like during games.
Oh, we've got some things coming. This is not just a one-time show around here. This is going to be a
oh man.
Got some good things coming. Got the hockey club tank on. You know, I just feel like it was, feel good about episode 69. Feeling good.
I am just blown away by how beautiful you really are.
That means the world to me. I'm so happy to see you. How the heck have you been?
I'm doing well, man. I'm just excited to see you. This is
told you
we're level. I forgot all about like you just being so great.
Yeah, episode. I'm just real excited for it. We've got the Denim Dangler, aka Steve's going to be joining us later on the pod, man. So
yes,
we just went all out. We were excited for episode 69. Just it's so funny, it's stupid. I just love it that a friend of mine was like, they were like, why'd you shave? I was like, it's episode 69. It's a big deal. Like, this is a big deal. We gotta get things going the right way. Episode 69.
Yeah, this is a big one for all the beauties out there.
All the beauts. All the beauts.
International sign of you rock.
Just party, brother. 69 can mean a lot of things, and that's what's great about it. I love how everyone finds joy in it. I love
how brother has become a very important word in your vocabulary.
It kind of comes on. It happens with the wig. You know what I'm saying? Like when you put something, when you put something on like this, brother, it's like. It's like
brother count now.
It's like Thanos putting on the glove. You ever seen it? It's like I just get so much power when I put the wig on. It's incredible. I feel like I want, just looking at myself in my screen because you can't see my eyes, I just want a creatine smoothie so bad right now.
You look like the Hulk's like cousin.
Yeah, like the bulk.
Like Hulk Hogan, like Hulk Hogan's cousin.
Yeah, it's Bulk Hogan. I'm Mitch. I'm just the guy who didn't quite make it. I'm the backyard wrestler. They're like, oh, you're the other Hogan. Like, yeah, me, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, black hair is my game, and instead of calling everyone brother, I call them sister.
It's a wrap. We're gonna have to get that in the production.
Hell yes, brother. Man, it's just gonna keep happening by accident. It's gonna just keep happening.
It's accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Let's get the episode rolling. I know that you said I got a little sun. We're gonna kick it off. jigs up. I went to Florida.
Florida looks like it's changed you, bro.
It has been, man. And I was on the Gulf, so you get out there in the Gulf of Mexico. That's something different. That's something different. Really makes you appreciate everything you got. It's nice getting out there on the beach, looking at, you know what, real talk, looking out. Like I went out, we only got to go in the water like 2 days. It rained the whole time. Go figure, Florida. But I tell you what, man, I had a really like humbling like moment out in the water, dude. I was like, whoa. I was like standing out there and I was just looking at the sky, and the storm was coming in. Like we were out in the water and the storm is coming. It's like a shelf. You can just see it getting closer and closer. And we pretty much hung out there like the whole time. Like we kind of waited till like it almost started raining. And then like as we're walking back, it started raining. But man, just looking at this shelf and the storm, and like we're out there in the water, and I'm just like, bro, I just look around and I'm like, we are so small, like as people, like so small. Like so small. It just, I don't know, it just like humbled me. I was like, holy shit. Like just looking around and like this ocean doesn't care that I'm even here. It doesn't even know that I'm here. Like it was good though. Like it was a good vibe. It was like a humbling vibe, That's but like looking at the storm, like there was boats out there, and we're just talking about like joking about like perfect storm and stuff. And it's just like, man, it's so crazy how little we are when it comes to the whole scheme of things, Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well,
but that's why I wanted to.
Other than your small moment, humbling moment, I'm sorry. What else would you get into down there? What's
not much
like right now for anyone that's wondering? Because on the news, it looks like it's nothing but a bunch of crazies.
Yeah, it's wide open. We were more of an older part. We were in Anne Marie Island. It's about an hour, I guess, west of Tampa or so. So we were on the Gulf Coast on an island over there, and it was awesome, man. Great little island. It was more of like we were definitely probably the youngest people there. No kids at all. It's not like a resort town. It's not, people like own all the condominiums and stuff and the houses. It was a great little island. Great food. Oh, you talk about food, bro. Big fella ate some food when we went out. Yeah. So we get there.
Give us the deets.
Yeah, so we get there the first day, and we're like, man, like we flew in. We, of course, we started drinking bloodies at 6 a.m. on the flight, getting things going on the floor. Then our flight down there was beautiful, half empty. Nobody, like, we had plenty of room to ourselves. It was great. And then we land, and we're like, man, let's go check out the place. We go get some lunch. Dude, we eat lunch on the beach, like looking at the Gulf, right on the beach, 100 yards up, like nothing in front of us. Beautiful. Fish tacos, of course. Slamming, had a couple margs. Your boy was feeling good. It was a great first day. Great first Wednesday. The house was dope, man. The house was really cool. Had a pool in the back, of course. Super casual area downstairs. Nice. Everyone's upstairs in the kitchen and the living room and stuff. It was awesome, man. It was a good time. But yeah, we didn't do much. Low key. Went out to dinner a couple times. We did go to this bar. So we only went out one night. It rained like every other night. We made dinner one night at the house, everything. So we go to this bar. We all saw it coming in. I was like, man, we should go check out this bar. Go have a couple drinks, whatever. It looked like a hole in the wall. So we're like, we're going to check it out. We found the Hunts of Florida. Like we found the Hunts Tavern of Florida. So like, chick was all giddy. She was like, I love this place. She was like, I could work here, but you could smoke inside. And oh my God, bro, I forgot what that was like. It's been years since I've been to a place where you can smoke inside. And dude, it was like walking into a fucking cigarette haven, man. It was just like, how fast can you smoke them? It was crazy. And we had to wash our clothes. We smelled so bad. We had to like wash our clothes. We left there. Like you smell your shirt and you're like, woof. Like you were just an air filter. It was nasty.
That's trifling. I hate the smell of cigarettes.
Yeah, me too. Oh, they're the worst. Cigs are the worst, bro. And anyone who wants to quit, you should. And I'll help you. Go cold turkeys. That's how I did it. I smoked off and on for like 3 years. And then I smoked consistently for 2 years, like a pack. I never got to like a pack a day. I was like a pack every 2. On the weekends, it was a pack at night, like Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah, I was definitely
tapping that box with you.
Let me get the case of naturals and 2 packs of malt menthol light, please.
Menthol. Oh, now the smell of them just fuck.
Yeah.
I can't believe I used to fuck with darts.
Me too, bro. Darts. Ooh, dart guy. Yeah, that's me.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, darts are nasty, man. So happy I kicked the habit. I just went cold turkey. I was like, fuck this shit, never again. And now when I smell it, dude, I gag. Like I'm like, woof. Like it was like it took a little while to get through like the first couple minutes in there. Then like once you get the like I was already buzzed. We were kind of drinking all day, and we are just gonna go cap it off. But yeah, I battled through. It was dope. They had this dart. They had darts, but it was like a digital thing, so it counted it for you. Perfect for people like me. You know, just don't want to count. I just want to throw darts, man. I just want to throw darts. That's all I want to do. Dog was getting into something. He shouldn't have got into it. I should have just left the mic on.
I saw. Your wig on. I thought you were about to beat your steps on him.
Oh, I gotta get the hose again.
God damn.
Yeah, man, he was.
Damn Doug running around here. Shit, little bastard.
Getting this he got his toy caught behind bag. He all right now.
Oh man. What was the flight like? Did you have to get a test? Did you have to
No, nothing. Just mask the whole time. That did suck, mask the whole time. I just, it is what it is. I'm cool with making other people feel comfortable. So it is what it is. But it was definitely a long time with a mask on. For real. But other than that, it was pretty much wide open down there. Like a couple of things they just had, no requirements, like none of the servers were wearing them or anything like that. Like they're pretty much wide open. There were a couple people wearing them, here and there just because you could tell they maybe were tourists or just felt whatever they want to feel. But it wasn't bad or not. Like it wasn't nothing like that. It was nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the flight. Oh man, so coming home, so we hit that bar. I just want to skip over everything. I'm trying to think. Nothing really wild happened.
I wasn't expecting college boys.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was nice. I did get a little. I just day drank and I just drank to the point where I was like, I'm drunk. Let me chill, and I just kind of rode that line. So I never got like fucked up. Except for the first day we were there, I was like, well, I'm a little fucked up. I'm gonna take that now. I was like conscious, like I didn't get crazy, but it was nice. Like no hangovers, which was a blessing. Just had a good time. It was nice for real. It was nice to get away with the group of people we got to go with, and it was nice and chill and stuff like that. So that was real nice.
That's real dope.
He's chewing a toy against the mirror. Do you hear it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. Hang on one second.
You piece of shit.
I was like, I was hanging. Hopefully we're good. If I gotta get up,
bro, it's so crazy.
I'm feeling it. I just want to fucking go out. It's Tuesday. I just want to be out right now.
Just enjoy your new look.
Just live it.
You understand why these ladies get wigs and tracks and weeds.
Yeah, no shit, right? I like it. All right, he's still doing it.
You gotta put a little Indian beat in one of them.
Like just braid this one, be like, yeah. God, I hate hair in my mouth. It's like, hold on, I shouldn't have done that. I got too cocky.
Slow your roll.
Boy.
Slow your roll. You're on your learner's permit for this wig.
Easy, big fella. Easy now.
You look like the Undertaker.
I'm his brother, Grave Digger.
Oh, fuck me.
I feel like I look like a roadie, like a guy who would be carrying gear for an actual band. Like that's what I feel like.
You have so many looks like you drive a semi.
I feel like, what I just watched the other day, Wayne's World. Where they got where they're doing the Wayne's World 2, where they're putting on Wayne stock, and he's like, I gotta get in there. My girlfriend's in there. He's like, hey man, a lot of people's girlfriends are in there. That's what I feel like.
Bro, so were you jumped into Hell's Angels or?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Jumped out
on the bike. Next level.
Well, that's coming. There's plenty of stuff coming. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be glorious.
Oh man,
I'd like to ride
this wig every episode.
I'd like to ride to a place where they didn't know me.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, I'm not that well known. Like, you know what I mean? I might just ride down to like Seabreeze or something and be like, "What's up, brother? Let me get a Bud Light and a shot of whiskey."
That hair's way too shiny. They're gonna be able to tell them there's the weird guy with the wig.
I'll like, is that a wig? I'm like, excuse me. Excuse me.
Did you just assume my hair preference?
Dude, I'm about to get in.
You stop doing that.
Oh man, that's what's great because there's so many looks that I can go for just by changing my dumbass mouth.
I just can't, dude. It's unbelievable how beautiful you are.
I feel like a dodgeball teacher, not like a gym teacher, just dodgeball. Like when I sit back, the more I sit back and think about things. Like, look at that. Now I feel like I own a surfboard company. This has got a lot of looks.
Bro, yeah, you're right. It does. There's so many looks.
So many things. This is a great picture. I want to take a mental picture right there. Right there. God, I'm just living, man. You know, I might not be thriving, but I'm vibing, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know we were going to talk about your hair all night, but I just can't think of anything.
How can you not? Look at it. It's glorious. Head and shoulders. Keeps it going. How was your weekend? Let's talk about, I know you went on a little trip.
I did. I went to the
so
lake.
You and the family?
Yeah. Got a lake house and it was pretty dope, dude. I'm not gonna lie. They had like everything you needed to go on the water, like you know, paddle boards, kayaks, all that shit, dude. So yeah, it was pretty dope.
And stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, it was with my chick's mom and her sister and their significant others.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was pretty dope.
Big family gathering somewhat.
Yeah, and like the size of the house was pretty. It was 3 stories. So the bottom story had its own like apartment setup, kitchenette and everything. So like we grabbed that with little man and like had our own living room set up. So in the mornings when we got up early, like it was real dope. It was
just do your routine.
But yeah, exactly. But then we all get together for breakfast and then go hit the lake right behind us, go swim. It was real tight, dude.
That's cool, man. I've only been to one lake. Like I've been to Deep Creek, but that's not like real, you know? Yeah. But like I want to get in the lake life. Like camping and lake life is something I want to get into.
Fuck yeah, dude. I've always been a beach guy my entire life. Ocean City, obviously, right?
Yeah.
That was the thing. But I prefer the lakes. I mean, I gotta get like I do have to invest in like lake shoot. Like it's not like the sand where I'm just going in barefoot. Like
right.
Like the rocks are sharp, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So I gotta invest in some lake shoes. Never had that for water shoes, but yeah, dude, I fucking love it out there. It's so chill. It was seaplane weekend, I guess, or some shit.
Seaplane, like so planes on the sea
that land on the water. You know, they have like the.
That's wild. Did you watch? So they like land in front of the house and shit.
They were flying right. Yes, dude. It was so we'd be out there. You know, like I got a 2-year-old. His kid's in heaven. He's swimming in the lake like a big kid. You know what I'm saying? Fucking shit flying over. It was real dope. It was a real dope weekend. I went to my first winery.
Oh,
I know you're the master at that now, but yeah, bro.
Wineries are fun, dude.
I was hammered. So I got down there Friday night and I put down a 12-pack Friday night. Like I was like, let's go.
Oh, you were in. Okay.
Yeah, I was committed because I was like, I don't drink anymore. So like, I want to get away, forget about all, you know what I'm saying? Just like, I don't
take it.
I didn't post on Instagram. I didn't.
Yeah.
I just like forgot I even had a phone. Yeah. But yeah, it was real dope. But dude, I had like a couple more beers left. And then we went to the winery and I was like, I'm done. I'm not drinking no more fucking beer. Like I fell in love with some wines. It was pretty dope. It's a dope experience too. Everything was based around the lake. So we're up on this hillside, sitting outside, just drinking wines. Like it was real fucking chill.
Oh, so it was at the lake? That's fucking cool.
Yeah. So like they called it like the Wine Valley or something. There was a small town and there was like a fuck ton of wineries just around the lake. It was real sick.
That's cool. Hell
and
yeah.
Then we went to dinner at this bar that was like legit, like PTM. Like
really?
But it wasn't a marina, but it had like a bunch of docks you could pull up to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, dude, they had this drink called the Grape Lean. And it was purple, straight purple, bro. It was grape vodka with mixed in water. Like literally, that's what it was. Grape vodka and water, bro. It was like I don't even know, like the New York swamp water or something. If you know what I'm going with that, they were deadly. They were deadly. They tasted so good. They taste like grape Kool-Aid. It was one of those ones. I was like, yeah, grape vodka and water. Isn't that weird? Vodka. And I was like,
it's really weird.
And I was like, maybe they're trying to water it down because it's so potent.
Yeah, there's nothing else. That's crazy. And it was still purple.
Yeah, it was like bright purple, like Kool-Aid. Bro, I tell you what, after I had one, I'm sitting there waiting for food. I'm like, I'm fucked up. I was like, I need to eat or I'm not going to fucking make it. Oh, man. But yeah, great time. Had a great weekend.
Man, it's crazy off one bevy like that. Like, like me and Chick were talking about like Tequila Grill right up here, a little Mexican spot, dude.
Fucking love that place.
Their margaritas, bro, they are so strong. Like half of one gets her tilt, like no joke. And like one gets me buzzy. Like it's crazy. I can't believe how strong.
Yeah, well, and also like it blows my mind how much, dude, we used to drink every night. Every night we had a different bar that had a week special. We were drinking.
Very true.
Now it's crazy how like I was surprised I put down a 12-pack solo. But no, dude, yeah, that one bevy. My chick's like, watch yourself.
Yeah, I didn't drink much beer at all. I just was doing the vodka sprites just to like keep it easy. Yeah. Vodka soda, vodka sprite, so don't get one because beers. I just get so bloated. Like it's like, ooh.
That's why I go for the Bud Lights.
Even the Bud Lights.
The Bud Lights do that for you too?
All of them, all beers. Coronas aren't so bad, but I just didn't want to drink beers. I was in a vodka mood.
Yeah. No, I get it. You were feeling foreign.
I was. Sometimes I just want to lock it in.
Lock it in.
I just want to lock it in.
Oh man.
But yeah, man, let's get ready. We're gonna get our buddy Steve, aka the Denim Dangler.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him in here.
We're gonna get him tagged in, and we got some good topics. I'm excited for this one, man. We got some good stuff to talk about.
I'm itching to talk hockey here. Hard not to talk hockey yet.
We've got some lists. Going, so we've got some good stuff lined up. NHL top 10, maybe some defensemen, some goalies, some division talk. I'm excited, man. We got, we're so close, a couple weeks away from hockey. We're about to get on the train, and it's going to be nonstop from here, man. I can't wait, dude. Full season, 82. Fingers crossed, man. I think about it every day. I'm like, just really hope the season goes off without a hitch. It's going to be tough. I think there's only 15 non-vaccinated players in the league, but we can save that because I'm sure that's going to come up. But yeah, without any further ado, let's jump over to the interview.
These technologies not wanting to fucking work sometimes, and I just want to fucking participate with my friends. Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ.
Dangler, how are you, brother?
Y'all hear me? Oh, they can hear me. Put your headphones on, you dick fuck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, boy. Denim.
Oh, man, I got to scoot this shit back a little bit. It's like I grew. Yeah.
The platform shoes on tonight.
I have not seen a perm in a long time, my guy. You're killing it, eh?
Man, they're fucking lining up at this here door, okay? I had to put a master lock and then some on that son bitch. Fucking killing me out here.
Yo, I fucking can't.
You can and you will.
Denim Dangler, welcome to the episode. How are you, brother? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. How y'all doing? You look fantastic, brother. If I imagined you with hair, that's it.
If I said if I could grow it, this is how it would be.
Tell you what, I'm not even gonna say it.
You legit now that I'm more and more look like my dad, bro. Like legit. I'm not even joking. You legit have my dad vibes rocking. I can't right now.
This is great.
Oh, shout out, Mr. Kurt. How you doing, son?
How you doing?
I'm trying to fucking. This is why I needed a little pre-test action.
It's fine. Everything's fine. You look good. Get you centered up there.
I'm gonna edit it. Don't worry. We can cut this.
Yeah.
I
just wanted to get you coming in hot.
I was making some videos as I was sitting here waiting. Wait till you see the dumb shit I was fucking making, buddy. Oh boy. And the afro wasn't going to be part of this, but I feel like I should leave it. I don't know.
It's nice. It looks good. It looks like it took a long time to, like you said, perm that out.
Man, I went and saw my barber today, and she took good care of me.
I wish you had a pick sticking out the back of it or something.
I tried to find one, but I have a rake. Cut the handle off.
Oh, it's lovely. It looks nice. It's really lovely. It's nice.
Yeah, I don't feel centered right now, and I don't like it.
Well, let's fix that.
Oh, my cheeks hurt. My cheeks hurt from shaving.
From shaving. Don't lie to the people. We know why them cheeks hurt, boy.
All right, guys, welcome to the episode. We got our buddy Steve joining us, a.k.a. the Denim Dangler. Steve, how are you, brother? Thanks for joining us on the pod.
How y'all doing tonight? Feel great. Got some Pink Whitney with me. If you don't drink Pink Whitney, then fuck you.
I already had my serving of Pink Whitney on this fine Tuesday evening. I'm on cruise control, feeling good. Feeling real good over here on the ones and twos.
Hey, look at you playing with your hair over there. I see you.
I can't get over the hair. I
can't stop. I think that's
big
how I'm gonna reel
sexy
him
over
in.
there. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm gonna see him on a diner just walking down fucking Golden Beach Road. Shit.
Hey, can I get you another Bud Light? That's all I gotta do. Hook, line, and sinker.
I'm surprised. Denim looks like he could have like 3 darts in his mouth at the same time.
If Kid Rock and Joe Dirt had a fucking baby, it would be you, son.
You definitely have got you could be the dart dangler and all that denim.
My fucking couch is denim, okay? Look at my pillows. Wrong side. Look at my pillows.
Got your denim pillows.
All denim.
All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us on the podcast. Why don't we, before we get started, why don't you plug your Instagram and stuff like that so people can find you and you know where you're posting all this content and stuff so everyone can locate where you are. Go ahead and share that stuff, bro.
Man, I'm pretty much the same across every platform. Instagram, TikTok. I'm new to the TikTok game. Bear with me, okay? Sometimes it's brutal, but it's at Denim Dangler, Denim_Dangler. Twitter as well. You can find me on there. So Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. That's where you find
TikTok. Man, it's crazy how times have changed. Twitter. Get me on the tweets. Tweet at me, brother. Hashtag.
Tweet at me. Tweet at me.
My guy went from the hollers to Instagram. I like it though. I like it.
Man, it's not bad. It's not bad.
As a come up. Bro, are you excited for hockey or what?
Man, what are we, 2 weeks out from regular season puck drop? I can't fucking wait.
Yes. Oh, just watching these rookie camps and stuff.
Rookie camps.
Like, let's go. I'm feeling
the fighting, yeah, a lot of fighting. I guess some guys gotta earn some spots here, man.
Absolutely.
That's still one of the ways, right?
You got to earn that respect and that ice time.
I'd be upset fighting a rookie camp. I'd be like, oh boy. I guess I gotta get there though. We gotta get the ticket punched. Gotta get there.
Yeah, imagine being there. You don't give a shit what happens. I'll fight anybody. You'd probably fight Big Z if you could.
I'd kick Big Z in the knee. He'd go down. He's top heavy.
Big dumb bitch.
I don't think everyone kicked him in the knees before.
Why not? I mean, I'm not gonna slew foot him, but I mean he's a big tree. I'll chop him right down.
Big oakwood tree.
Speaking of, Chara getting the sign, eh?
Sign with the New York Islanders.
How much?
1 year league minimum.
I was gonna say league minimum for sure. Gotta be.
They just want him back. I think they're just going to retire him there. He was drafted there in 96, 97.
Yeah, 97. Same birthday as Barzal.
Yeah, the same birthday as Barzal. How crazy is that? And that really, and like that. Imagine that aging him. I feel old hearing that too. A 96er, but. Yeah, man. I think they're locking him in for the 1 year, bringing the. I think it's a good PR move on top of everything else. But I think they're looking. I don't know if he'll play the whole season, but I mean they're going to use him as what he's there for. They're trying to squeeze every drop of defense that's left in that guy. But I mean, not to. I mean, he's had a long, great career, but I think his time has passed. He got exposed with us a lot there in playoffs and the regular season. He's a tall, lanky fella. I feel like I always said. He creates his own gaps. It's weird.
I mean, under Boudreaux up there, I think they bring him in definitely, and he brings more of a locker room type presence of being there, working with the guys every night. Even if he's the healthy scratch, he's the presence on the ice for the boys mentally. You know what I'm saying? And they're that close to winning one. They really are. And you got to know Boudreaux is looking at this like a chess game. We've seen him go to work. So I think he's going to have more than one, definitely a role on that team. And I think it's huge that it's where he was drafted to. That's so sick. Seeing the pictures of the young Butte, dude,
yeah,
scary.
So he was basically he was there for the fisherman days, wasn't he? Man, yeah. Think about that, man. So piggybacking off of him, I think you meant Trotz, but you know,
what did I say?
Boudreaux.
Oh, I said Boudreaux.
We love our old coaches.
Editing that.
We do know that. We definitely know that. But he was brought there for a reason, and you said it, to kind of hit the next step, and that's they lost Nick Leddy to Detroit over the offseason, and he's going to fill that role pretty much. Obviously, he's not going to produce like Nick Leddy, but with Trotz's system, they lack shots on net. They pass up on a lot of that. They're not the most offensive team. One good thing is that he will not get dangled in a Capital sweater by Matt fucking Barzal anymore. So Caps fans, be happy about that. It'll happen in practice for him.
Now he's line for him at practice.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to get worked. It's going to be great. But I think he's actually going to have an increase as far as points go this season and see a little more ice time in New York than he did here in Washington. Yeah, for sure, man. He kind of fits in with the way Trotsky's system works. Defense translate to offense, and that's going to be vital for him as long as he
have
can
a lot
get
of support down low.
Exactly that, and move the puck up top. And you know how they are. They jam the net, they crash the net, shots from the point. So that's definitely I think playing his favor.
Even with this being a full season, that's where the confidence is. I don't have the confidence there. I don't know if he can do a full 82 game season here. It's, coming off of 40 something games, rolling right into 82. I think that's a big deal, especially at his age. I mean, that's a lot to, especially if you're talking more ice time. So now you're talking about skating him more. So there's more physicality, your shots on net. You're trying to get the more responsible. I know the role he can fill. I'm not doubting his skill at all, but it's just, when it comes down to it, man, that's a long season.
So agreed. I don't think he's going to play necessarily any more minutes than he did here, maybe a little more. I think they need him defensively a little more than Washington did. He's obviously still a plug-in player there, but just I think for the system and the way Barry Trotz runs the system, I think it's going to be beneficial for both parties, the Islanders and Char. So I don't know, man, and I'm sure he'll get some power play time up there.
Here's another thing too: if he's kick that shit. If he's going up against Matt Barzal during practice regularly, that's really also going to kind of fine tune him. He's going. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a make or break situation. Like, he's either going to be really exposed, like, all right, dude, you should have quit last year, or he's going to be like, okay, I still got this. If he can compete with Matt Barzal on a regular day in practices, Matt Barzal is top 10 in the NHL, arguably. So therefore, he can keep up with, I'm saying? It's not like it's Ovi, where he's got to be able to stand in front of the line. He has to test his agility and endurance and all that footwork. So it's going to be a different part of his game than we saw last year. That's why he got so exposed at that, I feel like. So maybe he'll be a little more polished up.
Yeah, for sure. Going against one of the shiftiest, fastest players in the league, and like you touched earlier on the gap, like he can close the gap just as fast as someone can create it against him. So with his stick, his reach. So I think piggybacking off what you just said, man, yeah, going against Barzal on a nightly basis is going to boost his confidence, boost his agility, his hip work, footwork, everything, man.
It's going to be like a Marleau situation in Toronto. I think they're going to, like, you know what I'm saying? If they vibrate, get the locker room going, and Trotz knows what it takes, to have that type of locker room.
How much of a mental aspect going back to the team that drafted you with something to prove, a chip on your shoulder at the age he's at, and a team that competes, and has a
team that has a chance. Yeah, for sure.
All right, fuck the fucking Islanders and old ass Chara. Let's change subject. This guy got way too much advertisement today.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Let's jump over. Let's talk about the divisions and the teams. We've got the divisions moved around. We've got some different teams in different places now. The Canadian teams are getting mixed back in, which is going to be, I think, a little bit different this year, considering we saw that kind of Canadian lockdown up there, and they just constantly played each other. And I feel like Toronto did kind of what everyone thought they were going to do, first round and out. And is that just because they were trapped in that Canadian division? Is that they didn't get to spread outside of that? They weren't tested.
They knew each other's game plans. They knew the type of players they were going against on a regular basis. They knew how to expose them. You know what I'm saying? This is the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? And they had depth. So it's just no
joke.
But it's crazy that they did fall playing in the same divisions in playoffs. It's like they couldn't take it to the next level either. It's real shocking. Yeah. I think them going back to playing against an 82 game season against other conferences and stuff, it's going to be huge. They're really going to be tested. Now they got to play Boston. Now they got to play Washington. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not just, so we'll see. This will really expose them early.
Yeah, I mean, it should probably help shape this team. But let's start over in the Eastern Conference. Let's go ahead and start with the Atlantic Division, guys. We'll jump right out in the Atlantic Division. Defending Stanley Cup champions, Tampa Bay's in that division. Going ahead, let's break it down. We'll just do a quick one. Let's do who you think is going to win that division, and then who you think is going to shit that division. So let's go on ahead and give me your top and your bottom for each division. Go ahead and start us off. So.
Oh, all right. So the Atlantic Division for me is a real toss-up. We obviously know at the bottom though it's going to be the Sabres. They made no positive movements. Eichel's expected to
nothing positive
in December, ready to skate by January or something like that. Maybe I think he's making an Olympic push more than an NHL season push.
Right.
We'll see how that plays out. But I got them at the bottom for sure. And right above them will be the Red Wings. Or if Verona turns into a stud, right? Oof.
Who knows? Yeah, that kid can come alive.
Yeah, but I think at the top, you have to go Tampa Bay. You have to go Tampa Bay still, and it's crazy to say, but they have one of the best goaltenders in the league right now, and Kucherov is arguably top 7. We'll maybe talk about that.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk.
You know
what
I'm saying? So they have the depth, and then I think Boston and Toronto are fighting for second if Toronto can really bring it.
Yeah, I mean, Tampa's going to be my obvious go-to. I mean, they didn't change. The roster did not change much. They're locked in. I mean, even with the whole cap issue, who knows, man? Like, I think this is a team that can play together. We've seen that. I mean, it's the defending Stanley Cup champions again. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think that's going to be the problem. I think you're right as far as Buffalo being in the bottom here, the bottom of the barrel here. They made nothing positive. They only lost players. And Eichel is not healthy. Like what's going on? Like that guy, I feel so bad for the Buffalo fan base. So bad. And the team. Can you imagine being on that team? Woof.
Gotta imagine it's hard to trade him too with the injury. Like what
well, they're just not gonna get what he's worth. That's for damn sure. Because you're gambling. You're gambling.
Who knows? They're also having
how much the talent is. Like you're gambling.
They're also having those I got fucking hair in my mouth again. We're also having those injury discrepancies with the doctors, right? Like the doctors in Eichel.
Yeah. The team doctors want to do something different than his personal.
Yeah.
Which is how weird is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't it they want to give him like, I don't know which doctor it is, but something that's never been done before as far as this kind of injury in sports? Something crazy. And they're obviously at a crossroads that they're not going to come to any agreement.
Yeah, I just think his personal doctor just wants to go a different route. I think they were pushing the surgery earlier. I think they were trying. He was asking for surgery like as soon as the season ended, and they waited all the way to see if they're going to trade him or not. And they waited all this whole time. Now that was one of the big issues because he could have been healthy for a start of season if he had the surgery as soon as the season ended. But the team doctor made them hold out because they didn't know if they were going to use him as trade bait or not. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Man, that's insane. My man just sitting around in pain.
Sign that contract, man.
Well, he's been skating. He's been skating, so I don't know how much the pain is.
Yeah.
He's been skating though. Where
all right, so that's the Atlantic Division. So most of us are going Tampa. Is that where you were going as well?
Tampa for sure. Tampa's definitely going to take that division. I think Florida's going to make a nice push, honestly.
Florida's low key. They're one of those teams who have the pieces and they're close. Especially, man, if that team can put a few things together, big injuries hurt them last season as well.
Isn't it crazy? None of us mentioned the defending Stanley Cup runner-ups, the Montreal.
It goes back to your point earlier of how Toronto was knocked out. I think they were locked in it's hard to say that because they just ran through the playoffs like it was nothing. But I just don't see them in this division.
Yeah, they had a tough road, no joke.
I think if they're not in that division, they don't make the playoffs. Like I think if they're in the Atlantic like normal, they're not making it because you're also competing with wild cards from the Metro, which I think is much stronger than the Atlantic. Other than Boston and Tampa, we have a better balance of talent and a better balance of teams. So I don't think Montreal even makes playoffs at that point last season. But
jumping over to the Metro division, I mean, it's insane because you talk about a powerhouse division. I'm gonna rattle it off real quick. New Jersey Devils, Washington Capitals, Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins, New York Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes, Columbus Blue Jackets, and the New York Islanders. I mean, those are all competitive teams that are playoff bound for sure right there.
Yeah. Agreed 100%. But in case anybody was wondering, the Flyers suck. But with that being said, man, I don't know. You guys take this one away. This is, like you said, powerhouse division.
I'll take that shit, boy. I got the Caps at first. I mean, we could save it. I'll save the whole explanation. Just remember to bring it back up. We're gonna talk Caps later. But Washington's taking that one. I mean, just you get Kuzi trying to make us an example to either build worth because he's like, fuck it, I'm getting traded. Might as well bring some value with it, or he's looking to earn a spot to stay here with OV and make another run, right? So if we can get Kuzi at his prime, that's the argument there. We haven't even mentioned how Spronger's back. Mantha, TJ Oshie's still in that lineup. Nicholas Backstrom, the most underrated player in the NHL, arguably in that OV era. And then Alexander Ovechkin looking to make a run. He wants, you know what I'm saying?
He's run for the record, bro.
Yeah. And he knows if he's doing that, he's in his office producing points, that he's going to get two things out of that. He'll get a cup run again for sure. If he's on his best, it's happening. So Caps, take that one for me, for real. New Jersey's at the bottom of that list, though. Cool. The Hughes brothers, great, but they're in a few years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we know what it takes.
Deadly.
We know it takes more than 1 and 2 guys. We've been over this 100 times.
They don't have the pieces for sure.
And then you have Carolina. You have a tough Rangers. They can make a run again. You know.
Yeah, Rangers can do it.
And we haven't even mentioned Pittsburgh, so and then the Islanders, like we just talked about, we just gassed them up with going down their lineup.
The top four in that division are all scary teams.
There's no off season this year. There's no asterisk. There's no whatever you want to be one of those kind of guys. That's not happening this year. 82 game season, fans in the stands. We're bringing it, boys. We're back.
Man. Yep, 100% agree, man. I think it's going to be tough. Like, I want to say the Caps at the top, but it's going to be tough. I think Philly's going to make a nice run this year as well. As much as I can't stand them, they beefed up on defense a little. They got better defensively. Who knows what Carter Hart's going to bring to the table? Maybe have another phenomenal season and bounce back.
Or he's a mental case. Ship him.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah. Hey, but you don't know.
You never know. Exactly. And I think Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh makes a return this year. I think I don't know what it is with some veterans. There's a few veterans, especially in the Metro, that I'm got my eye on this season. I think he's just going to have a chip on his shoulder and bring the heat for 82 games.
Going to see some old school Sidney Kid.
Yeah, man. We got the toughest division.
I don't mind it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Sidney Crosby, other than the crying, but. Man, when he's got the puck, anything can happen when he's on the ice, man. He creates space. He creates space for other skaters as well. Yeah, just by his positioning, it's incredible, dude. And he's definitely one. He's clearly top 10 in the league. We're going to talk about that later more. We can just list off all these guys, but no, like he's such a big playmaker to that team. It's insane.
Yeah, for sure. And then the Hurricanes, the Islanders. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's for sure.
Yeah, my heart wants me to go Caps, but man, I'm leaning Islanders this year. I think they're a couple things away. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Char, the addition. I don't know if that's going to be a big thing or not, but we were talking about Trotz, and if he can get this team, lined up the way he wants everything to go, we know what Trotz can do with the team. He's one of the best coaches with experience at turning those teams around. So that's something that's a team I'm going to keep my eye on as well. Got Barzell. It's going to be. Yeah, it's a scary squad. It's a scary squad.
Kyle Palmieri. They've added a few players. Zach Parise's there now. Like they got some veterans. They're not the youngest, fastest guys, but
losing Nolan Patrick.
They need those veterans.
Yeah, Philly? That's a big one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Vegas just. Who was he? Philadelphia's number 2 overall pick a few years back, and now Vegas just gets him for basically nothing.
Yeah, it's not fake, man. Vegas is gonna. I don't know. Are they? I don't want to talk about Vegas yet. Okay, hold on. They just.
Oh, wow.
I gotta be mentally prepared for Vegas. All right, guys, let's jump over to the Central Division here. We'll break out these teams for you. We got the Minnesota Wild, Winnipeg Jets, Dallas Stars, Nashville Predators, the Coyotes, Chicago Blackhawks, Colorado Avalanche, and the St. Louis Blues. Steve, take the lead on this one. Who's going to be your go-to team out in the Central?
Man, I was impressed with Minnesota the last few seasons, and this just in, as everybody knows, Kaprizov, however you pronounce his name, just signed, I think 5 years, $45 million.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah, I think Chicago is going to have a great year, though. Honestly, I was going back and looking at some Patty Kane stuff from last season. His plus minus, his assists last season is almost Crosby-esque, the way he clearly made everybody else on the team better. His goals were down, I think, under 20, if not 20. But his assists, I think he had 41, 42 assists. So he's clearly playmaking and just opening up the ice for his teammates. And they've struggled. He's got some good players on that team, some help, but I think they had some good offseason additions. And I think they're going to make a good run this year, honestly. Don't be surprised by Chicago.
You think Flower is going to be a big part of that? Part of that
Absolutely.
push?
Absolutely. You got to have a backbone on your team, and Flower has proven time and time again he can be that guy. So
is it just me, or is it crazy to think that like he's going into the season thinking this might be my last one? Like he's he's already thinking about retirement after the season. Some people thought he was going to do retirement before the season because Vegas just did him so dirty, So it's like, I wonder what that mindset is going in saying I'm going to retire. I mean, I feel like if you're going into play, you're going into play, right? Like, why not just be focused on that versus what's after the season?
Yeah, I think I was a little more, I hate to say it, I don't think it's Flower. A little more dramatics with that as opposed to not wanting to play hockey. I mean, look at the guy's personality his entire career. He loves the game of hockey. He loves being on the ice. He's a goofball. Like, I don't see him retiring anytime soon. I honestly can see him back in Pittsburgh before he retires.
I don't see him retiring. And he's got a couple seasons left, more than a couple, 3, 4, 5, in my opinion, especially with his relationship with the post. I mean, this guy, you talk about a goalie that praises a post. I mean, he's one of them, but
I don't know. I agree with you. He's got another good 4 or 5 years left for sure.
All right. So where are we standing over in this division for you? Who's going to be your go-to
I got Colorado at number 1. All day. Yeah. I mean, Nathan McKinnon is number 1, number 2. Like, we can have that talk later. But like, it's
Landon
I like
Scott,
that team.
Cale Makar.
Yeah. It's Berkey, Kadri. They have depth. They've shown great character. I think they won it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going Colorado at number 1 in that division. It's a tough one though. You guys made some really good points. But I think my number 2 is going to be Winnipeg. I like it. I know they lost in the playoffs, but I like Winnipeg. I think they're getting close too. Their goaltending is stacked. I'm a big fan of Connor, USA guy. So we'll see.
The Jets kind of snuck up in playoffs last season too, right? Like they kind of came out of nowhere and playing where like people weren't expecting them to play. So I mean, this is a sleeper squad that could come out of nowhere.
No, it really is for sure. Not the bottom though for me is the Coyotes. I'm sorry, but Predators still have a decent team, and the Blackhawks obviously are gonna try to. I feel like they're in desperate need. They feel like they're still living in that Stanley Cup run era, and they're just like, we're a Crawford away. We got Johnny and Patty. We just need a goalie, and he's gonna be their answer. But I think they have some holes to fill. We'll see what happens. Seth Jones is huge. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a big pickup.
It's
not Seabrook. I don't know if it's Seabrook in his prime. I'm a big fan of USA players with Seabrook. You know what I'm saying? See how they're filling those gaps. Seth Jones, that's big. That's huge on the blue line. So I really like Chicago too. So yeah, Phoenix is on the bottom. No way they're getting past some of these squads. Now we didn't even mention Dallas. Like, come on, Sagan's back. Let's go. They got Holtby in the crease in the backup spot behind Doobie. Yeah, it's a wrap. Sorry, Phoenix.
That's the one hell of a 2 goalie combo, man. That's a really good 1-2 punch there. Doobie and Holt there. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Doobie signing that big contract too, and then what was that, middle of playoffs last year, year before?
Stood on his fucking head.
Yeah, that's insane. Tough call on the Coyotes being in the bottom, especially when they're rocking the Kachina as their first jersey, man.
That's their go-to logo now. That's so sick.
Yeah. So dope. It sucks that we're calling them to be in last, though, and they're going to look that good. Like, it shouldn't be allowed. Like, we got to figure this out, boys. We got to write a letter.
They had to bring those jerseys back. They're reaching at this point. I mean, they're not playing at their stadium they've played at.
Them in Buffalo, bro, just need to maybe relocate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, we were talking about relocating. I said we need some more Southern teams. How come we ain't got no like Georgia hockey team down there, like the Georgia Ice Dogs?
They tried that once.
Atlanta.
Nobody's going. Nobody's
Yeah,
going to those
I was
games.
gonna say if the Thrashers aren't selling, they're not gonna sell.
Yeah,
Especially
they had
in Atlanta.
Kovalchuk. Oof.
Yeah, for real, and low
That's
key,
some tough unis.
some of the tightest jerseys ever made.
Yeah, those are some
That
dope stuff.
that maroon.
Yeah, the maroon and the one, man, I think I saw Puck Bunny with it on today. Shout out to
blue.
Puck Bunny. With the sleeve. That's one of my all-time favorite jerseys. I don't know why. That sleeve to me is just, man, it's killer.
It's a good one.
That.
Next level.
It's definitely a good one, man. Those jerseys are sick. Tough call for them. I don't know, man. I'm torn still though. The Avalanche, I really feel like Colorado's going to make some waves this year. They've got the ammo. Let's just hope they can piece everything together to see what they got to do here. You kind of wild. You calling the Jets though? That's something I was not expecting. I was expecting
not
Avalanche all the way. For sure. That was definitely a curveball for me. Jumping over to the Pacific. I don't know why that word's so hard. The Pacific Division. We got the Los Angeles Kings, Edmonton Oilers, the new edition, Seattle Kraken, Calgary Flames, Vancouver Canucks, Anaheim Ducks, San Jose Sharks, and Vegas Golden Knights. Who are we? Are you guys excited? Number one, do you think Kraken's going to be knocking at the top of this division? What do we think about the Kraken forming up here? Are they going to be a presence in this division, or is it going to be a Vegas repeat? What are we looking forward to here?
I am excited to open off the night with the battle of the expansion teams. Vegas versus Seattle.
Yeah,
that'll be dope. Yeah, I like that. Relevant, no. Swagger, yes. I think they're gonna make a Vegas run. I think based off what I saw, they're gonna build a team. They're gonna build a team.
Yeah.
And do it the right, build the ground up.
Exactly.
The foundation instead of just trying to win now. Because obviously it didn't work and it isn't working technically because they keep stacking up that roster. They added Pacioretty, they got Stone, they have all these names constantly, and now I don't know, it's not working right. Something's not going on there. We'll see.
Agreed 100%. Seattle took a different route, just starting from the ground up. The amount of prospects and everything that they're going to have coming in draft picks in the future, but they still got some.
Yeah, imagine just one of those is the next big deal. Imagine just one of them. Or if they get lucky and get a 1-2, Ovi, then next year draft Nicky, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Exactly. And I still think they're going to compete to a certain extent. They're not going to do what Vegas did, coming in and making it to the Cup to lose to Capitals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But,
it's right there, people.
Do you expect anything out of the Oilers? Are the Oilers getting some pieces of this puzzle here? Are we going to see any change?
I like the signing of Hyman from Toronto. I think that's huge. Really is. It really gives them some more depth that they really were lacking. McDavid and Draisaitl will basically run the league when it comes to points and goals. When they really turn it on. And to say this, I don't think they make top 4.
Wow,
it's a tough battle out west. I think it's going
to be just to recap real fast.
I'm not impressed with any of them.
Connor McJesus had 102 points on a 42-game season.
I know.
So I was
disgusting.
just about to say that. I thought you say what?
Should be 102.
I have 105 at 56 games. I thought it was a 56 game, but I could be wrong. But anyways,
no, that's probably right.
Regardless, that's the Edmonton Oilers. And then, obviously Draisaitl was there. I think he had a crazy amount of points, almost, if not, I think in the 80s. I don't have his exact numbers, but dude, that's too much reliance. Zach Hyman was a big move coming out there. Back to what you talked about a few episodes ago, they just basically locked up the team they already had. Like Darnell Nurse at one defense.
For a long
what are you
time.
doing? You need defense and goaltending. What is happening in Edmonton?
Yeah, they literally locked down their losing team. That's all they
clearly weren't tight with the cap space, with the money they're paying McDavid and Draisaitl, because they just paid all these other guys that, in my opinion, don't need to be paid what they were paid. But I guess it seems to be the era of overpaid hockey players, because there's a lot of players that are getting these big contracts. I'm like, what the fuck?
That always seems to be a big topic for us, is overpaid contracts, especially the time for Silk here. He's not a time guy. He's a 2-3.
I don't think we can go back to talking about Dallas. Doobie, that contract is stupid. He's done. He's washed up. It's not happening. I'm not going to win with him.
No, not at all.
Sure, I think Holtby gets a starting role there. Maybe even if Doobie falls on his face. I don't think that long-term goalie shit, because he did it one time for him in the playoffs, and I really needed him.
Yeah, it was only one big pop. Like that was his one big pop.
Yeah.
Well, think of the sport that we play. Like injuries happen out of nowhere. It's the fastest paced sport in the world. Like I think a 7-year, an 8-year, a 5-year, that's pushing it to a certain extent.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 years is the longest I think I would ever go. We talk about contracts all the time.
The Caps did it a few years back.
No joke. All right, who did you have as your number one coming out of that division there, Steve?
What division were we just on? Jesus,
Pacific.
I'm so worked up.
Pacific Division. No, you're good. We jumped around a lot there. Pacific Division.
As much as I hate to fucking say it, Vegas.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm not going to say those words out loud, so we can just leave it at that.
I got to be honest at all times. Okay.
Yeah, no joke. Oh man, I'm excited for this season. We touched on top 10 players. We always look for top 10 all the time. So we're going to break out the top 10 list right here, right now. I'm assuming, actually, I'm not assuming because me and Denim had a brief chat before this started about our top 10s, and we had this it's not as similar as I thought it was going to be. There's some lines drawn in the sand here, and I just feel like there's different vibes, is what's going on. Let's just start it out. Let's everyone say their number one player together because I'm pretty sure it's all the same guy. Okay, we're gonna do it together. 1, 2, 3.
Zdeno Chara. What y'all said? Who'd y'all say? Connor McDavid.
That's right.
Connor McDavid. So I think we're not anonymous or unanimous. I don't know what we are, but we all agree that Connor McDavid is the number one player in the NHL. What are we thinking for number 2 here? I've already had a discrepancy at number 2, so I'm gonna let Silk go ahead.
Nathan McKinnon.
Okay. All right, so we're all Nate Mac.
Mac sauce all day.
Yeah, Nate Mac is, and you know what? He's knocking on number 1.
Yeah.
Like he's knocking on number 1 for real for me.
If he wins a couple for him, I'll give it to him.
Oh, for sure. This is where, all right. So number 3 might get interesting. I thought we were already getting spicy at number 2. Denim, what's your number 3?
Leon Draisaitl.
Different for me. What do you got, Silk?
Kucherov.
Whoa.
Big whoa.
I've got Brad Marchand
at number 3.
At number 3, bro.
What are you shaking your head for? You have someone different.
I do. But that was a consideration for me.
My number 4 was my consideration.
Man, that's Big J's pick. Let him talk about Brad Marshawn. But
I feel like you're gonna be mad at my Cooch number. Yikes! But no, man, Marshawn, he does it all. We witnessed him put the hurt on multiple teams. He not only is the puck handling, the passing, the shooting. I mean, he's a triple threat, especially when he's on the ice. And then he gets that extra element of just getting under your skin. So this is a guy who not only is great at the game of hockey, but great at the mind games playing hockey. So I'm a fan of him. He's one of those guys I hate to play, but I would pay double just to have him on the team. Not really, but you know what I mean? I'd hate to play against him, but love to have him on the squad for sure. And dude, his ability and his hands last year, he's got another year popping off. It's not over. Marshawn, the year, the rat. It's still here, baby. It's still here.
Very interesting. What's the number 4 for you?
Man, number 4 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go with the young kid, Austin Matthews for Big Daddy over here. Austin Matthews, number 4.
Samesies.
Arguably
was mine. That's why I said my argument for number 3 is not with Brad. He's close though. It's with Austin. Austin could have been number 3 for me. He lacks physicality. If he was a little tougher, no shit. If we're going favorite players, he's my favorite player. But best in the NHL top 10, he's number 4. He's number 4 for me.
See, Matthews was actually a tough land for me at number 4. He almost caught number 5. He almost caught number 5.
Number 5 better be spectacular.
I think it's pretty. I'd have to say he's a pretty talented hockey player.
Would you have Steve-O?
For 4?
Yeah.
Austin Matthews. And I did some reevaluating because I had Brad Marchand high in my list. I had Austin Matthews low in my top 10. And it goes back to what they do overall. He's a great goal scorer, and I also base it off of current. So last season, I'm going off last season.
Yeah, on the Rock.
Did a little more research. Austin Matthews killed it. We know about his goals, but his plus minus was really high. He's got Mitch Marner dishing him the puck, so we'll give him a little, help with the goals. But he had a lot of apples himself, and I think he brought a lot of energy for Toronto last season.
For sure.
But that's my number 4. He definitely.
So all right. So number 5. Go ahead, Jay.
Number five, Leon Draisaitl.
He could knock out.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one for Matthews. It's a tough one for Matthews.
Draisaitl in your top 5. That's wow. I don't.
He's yours, Denim?
No. Is he your? He's your number 2, isn't or 3, isn't he?
He was my number 3. That was
okay.
That number 3 spot was a big battle.
Yeah.
I
have the Rat. I have Marshawn at number 5.
Me too.
Okay. I can handle that.
I have him at 5 as well.
He brings everything you want in a game, and I've said it before.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say this, but like, even though the game is getting quicker and smaller guys can make it, he's still just. If he was a little bit taller, that boy would be McDavid.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no joke.
Like
he'd
be up there with
role.
or having it. Yeah. He'd be a different type of guy. But maybe that's why he's able to make the playmaking ability he has. Right? He uses his size to his advantage too. But yeah, he's number 5 for me. I love the physicality. I love the playmaking abilities. How he gets under guys' skins and how even when guys are getting under his skin, he just puts it right back in their face. But on the
he loves it.
Yeah,
I love that shit. Like he lives for those moments, and that's a guy I would build a team around all day.
Yeah, he's so good at adapting with his size and adjusting and just finding that it's easier. I can attest to it. I'm all 5 foot, motherfucking 7. So you got to find those small holes. You got to be able to use your size to your advantage in some way, and he does that perfectly, man.
That's exactly how I feel about
beautiful thing to watch.
I feel like Draisaitl is really good at changing direction. Like that's like it's key in his game. Like it's just change of flow, and I feel like that's where he comes in there for me at. But all right, let's roll into number 6. Number 6. Number 6. Rolling into number 6 here. What do you got, Silk, for number 6? Who we got? Top 10.
Draisaitl, Leon Draisaitl, and he could be a top
Leon
5
Draisaitl.
Really we'll see how this year goes. I think he's only going to go up. He's only going up my list. Obviously, age is going to play a factor. Kucherov might not be number 3 at the end of next season. You know what I'm saying? For me. With that being said, though, yeah, Draisaitl brings the game. He can play the physicality. His passing is I know
laser like.
Yes, it's unreal, right? It's similar to we saw a young Nicky Backstrom. Not to bring him up again, but arguably, underrated guy. So yeah, I love and his shot is deadly. His shot is deadly in his hands. I like a lot about him. I really do. And it you can see, and it's crazy that him and McDavid do what they do and they haven't won a cup yet because he's up there with McDavid. Like wow.
So good.
His awareness is through the roof, man. That guy he sees it all. He sees the play before it even happens. So
yeah. Who do you got for your 6th spot there, Stevie?
Nikita Kucherov.
Yeah, Kucherov at 6.
Kucherov at 6. Think about the team he's been playing with for the past couple of years. I want to see him in Edmonton doing what Leon and Connor were doing. I don't know, man. He's got a lot of help in Tampa. Like that's a fucking stacked roster. I'm not taking anything away from the guy, but not as much weight, in my opinion, falls on his shoulders as some of the other players in the league. So he's my number 6 player.
All right, back with our top 10 here. Number 7 coming in. Who you got going for your number 7 there, Steve?
Number 7, I've got the bread man flipping them paninis. Wow. Yeah, man.
You like some Russians.
Wow, number 7. All right, who you got, Silk, number 7?
Sid the Kid, for sure.
Sid the Kid.
I know, it just hurts saying because I thought it'd be lower.
Hold on. Steve's gone. Just wait. Oh, what?
Holy shit. Holy shit.
You guys are killing me.
He died. If he's dead, we're done.
You guys are rough on the vibe.
Doing this for the look.
We can't hear you.
Where were we? Number 7? Holy fuck nuggets.
Oh,
where we at?
Difficulties. Lovely.
We were at 7. Yeah, because you went.
Mm-hmm. Who's your 7, Steve-O?
Steve's.
My 7 was Breadman.
Yeah, he's Panarin. Who'd you have? You had Sid, Kuch landed at 7 for me. Nikita Kucherov over here landed at 7 for me. So that's a little different. You had him up there like 3, right?
Yeah, he's my number 3, back-to-back Stanley Cup champion.
Wow, that's crazy. He's my number 7. All right, switching gears, number 8. I'm pretty much co-signing on Denim here. I got Panarin, number 8, Breadman, my number 8 spot. I mean, he's what do you need to say about him? He's so good. He's tied him with the KGB. Like, what are we gonna talk about here? Like,
no man stands for the KGB.
No joke. Who you got your 8 there, Silk?
Pasta.
Ooh. Wow.
You got penny pastas.
Yep, he's over there in Boston. He's getting fed, and he can do it all by himself too. No joke.
Yeah, he definitely can. Which is why I also have him at number 8.
Pasta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I felt guilty. I felt not right putting him in my top 10. Is that bad?
I don't know.
Because he might be my number 10. I might change my 10 right now. But all right, let's go to number 9. Number 9. Who do we got for number 9? Denim, who do you got?
Mikko Rantanen, Colorado.
Wow, that's a good pull. I like that pull. I like that number 9 pick. That's a solid number pick there.
Yep.
That's cute.
I got Mark Stone.
Whoa.
Tell me you can't build a team around him.
Man, this is a wild top 10.
This is.
My number 9 just signed for $9 million a year. Kiprusoff. He's my number 9 right now.
He's in number 9 of all these.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Am I the crazy one?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's only done it once.
Whoa. Just wait.
Players have only done it once.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just wait.
I don't know, man. I might take him over Mark Stone if I'm being honest. Mark Stone is I agree with build your team around him, but
versatile.
I don't know if he's your number 1 star. Like
he's doing something in Vegas. But
he's such a fucking leader. Like
I think scoreboard too. And he plays a physical game. Let's go. That's why he wears the C. I love Mark Stone. I think he's only gotten better since leaving Ottawa. Now he's paired up with Patch. He has a team around him. He's just blossoming. I think he's a great player. I think we're going to see Mark Stone for a while.
Whoa, big Mark Stone guy. Okay, we're learning. We're learning. All right, last but not least, number 10. Who's closing out your list? So you got a big Mark Stone here at number 9. I mean, what do we even got at 10? What's left here?
Braden Point.
Whoa, ooh, I like that.
I do too. That was a man.
I'll tell you, he was my first number 10.
I mean, that's a big, like, it's not just goals. That's like, you got to be able to build a team around this player if you're going to be top 10.
Yeah.
I don't need a right winger to just score me goals. Like, I need, top 10. You're the best of the best.
Everything. Do it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. Who rounds out your list there, Steve?
Oh, Sid the Kid, even though he's not so much a kid, but Crosby. The guy can still do it all, man. His IQ is through the roof. It was hard for me to not put him in my top 10. Braid Point was brainstormed a little bit.
Man, I typed his in and deleted it. I really did. I was like, yeah. No.
Who was your 10?
Pasta. I changed it to Pasta.
Who was it before?
Barkov, for real.
Oh,
Barkov was my number 10.
That's not bad. Yeah,
I don't know. I think if we're picking, if you think,
but he doesn't have any. He doesn't have enough support around him.
I think Huberdeau's better than him.
I mean, I don't think Huberdeau's better than him.
I don't.
Barkov's hand I don't know. It's hard to do it, man. It's like I need a separate top 10. Are we building teams or are we going for flash? Because Barkov's hands and his IQ are insane.
Yeah. Slow.
So that's what I mean. It's like I didn't want to I almost put defensemen on this list, and we had even discussed goalies possibly.
Yeah.
So like that's
see, goalies don't get that love from me. They're like
this goalie should.
I mean, look about it. Think of long-term goalies. They don't really do it. Look, Carey Price. Never happened.
You don't have to be long-term, but Steve, who was your goalie that you were going to put on the list?
So I was going to put Vasilevsky on my list. He's highly considered, and so was Victor Hedman. But
Victor Hedman was considered for me, but I stuck away from D.
Yeah, that's arguable top 10 on D, man, but goalie.
So, all right, real fast, 15. Top 5. Let's just do top 2 and D. Who you guys going? Is Victor Hedman your number 1?
Mm-mm.
Not for top?
You guys aren't going to like my number one. You're probably going to laugh.
Dude, John Carlson? No, Cale Makar is my number 2.
No, he's my number 1.
He's my number 2.
He's a
I think we all have the same number 1 and 2 defensemen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you were to give an honorable mention to any player in the league, right outside of the 10 spot, who would it be?
Well, on my list, it would have to be Braden Point because I feel awful for not. He should be on my top 10 somewhere, but it'd be Braden Point for my list. Absolutely.
It'd be probably Panarin for me.
Panarin?
Yeah.
I like that. I put Patty Kane.
I love that
Patty
guy.
Kane, he's a top
him.
15 for me. If we stretch that list to top 15, he's a top 15er.
As good as Chicago hasn't been and the points he put up last season and the way he kind of, I don't want to say he threw Chicago on his back, but I mean, he stepped up, man. He, like I said, he opened up the ice for a lot of other players and just played a very good veteran role, in my opinion. So,
all right, here's the money ball.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think he's got the flash still. I don't know if he has the consistency to put up the numbers. I think he felt obligated having to carry the team. He got a lot of fucking ice time, but Johnny's back, and I don't know if he's gonna have that pressure. So maybe that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe blossom with that.
Right.
Maybe he falls back a little now. Like, you know, I don't know. We'll see. But I love the guy. All right.
Here's the money ball question for top 10, top 15. Where does Ovi land on your list? Top 20, top 15. You don't have to give me specific, but somewhere
he can make my top 15. He can make my top 15. Maybe number 15.
Man, that's tough to say for a possible GOAT.
Well, we just did fucking 11 and 15. Might as well do 12, 13, 14. Who are you guys doing at 13? I mean, who are you guys doing at 12? 12 is probably Patty Kane for me.
I would say Patty Kane's
Panarin,
14.
it'd be Patty Kane.
I'm going D-man. I'm going Victor Hedman.
Oh, yeah, D-man. See, we can do this too.
Yeah. Kel McCarr 13 for me if we're doing D-man.
Oh, well, that makes sense. But I can't. All right, so I just wanted to see if Ovi was top 20 for you guys. Possible GOAT. Like this guy has a real possible chance of breaking a record here, and I just wanted to see where he lands. I mean, he was definitely top 10 a few years ago.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's just with the motion of the league and the way everything's going, he's not in there.
Nope. I think he's top 20 for me. I don't even think I'd have him in top 15 if you want me to be honest. So
I agree. All right, before we wrap up here, guys, I just want to do some Stanley Cup predictions real fast. I always like to get a little Stanley Cup prediction. Season's right around the corner. We got the Denim Dangler with us. I'm going to start with you first, Steve. Who do we got for a Stanley Cup prediction this year? Who we going? What are we thinking here? Where are we going?
This is tough to say, but I'm going to Colorado Avalanche over top of the Boston Bruins.
Wow, I like that.
I think that McKinnon is a force to be reckoned with, as if he wasn't before, but that guy is pissed. We saw it at the end of last postseason.
He's ready. He's due.
Light a fire into his teammates' asses if it already wasn't. And I think they come out strong right out of the gate, just ready to go. There's one thing. They have tunnel vision to that cup. I think Boston does as well because they've come so close recently, but a lot of those guys have been there. For these guys in Colorado, they haven't been there. Most of them, I think it's tunnel vision all the way until they get it. So Colorado Avalanche for me.
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Colorado is definitely going to be a force to reckon with in this upcoming season. And then I like that pick. I actually might I was thinking Colorado, so I might piggyback on that. What are we thinking for you here? So
I think it's Washington. I think they have depth. If this goalie thing works
out,
if this goalie thing works out, I think Washington. Ovi's making a push for the cup. Nikki is there. Kuzi could potentially put up a performance year. You're like, if all these guys, if they're making a cup run, are arguably playing at their best. Sherry, HDH, the best fourth line in the NHL.
True.
That shit's not going nowhere. Them boys ain't that old. Like, and we're getting another season of that for sure. And then we have the argument of McMichael maybe breaking that line up. Like I like that kid. That kid, he's
me too.
The future is bright with that one. We got Spronger back. Mantha gets a full season, preseason, off season, all that shit as a Washington Capital. Where's this guy
as well?
TJ Oshie.
I'm just worried about the legs. I'm worried about the team sticking to, like, being able to hold together for a full season on this one. I'm a little worried about it.
There's a lot of teams that don't always run the speed game and they get full control of it. It's not just always about speed. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen it work in this era still. I think Washington has to play that card on building a team like that that's multi-versatile, heavy forecheck, always be in control of the game essentially at that point. If you're running a forecheck, you're forcing them to do things. They have to. They have Ovi. Like, they have to. They can't try to go speed now or else Ovi's third line guy, which we've talked about I'm okay with.
Oh, 100%. And
I'm okay with that.
Nail on the head. It's a control. They're not speed. Glove dropping. I just talked about this the other night. They're not in a fast-paced league. Still got to have that control. They love to play the control game. Control. And
Nicky controls the game better than any player I've seen in the NHL.
Exactly.
He doesn't have to worry about legs ever. Go ahead. You want to play the fast game? I got you. I got the hands here. Like yeah.
I'm a fan of that. All right, boys. Well, here before we wrap up this episode here, before we let Steve the Denim Dangler get out of here, be sure make sure you guys check out his Instagram, putting up content daily. Looking out for all types of stuff for him doing. Steve, what do you got? You got anything in the works you want to share with anybody? You got some projects going on, or what are you working on over here at the Dangler page?
Got some projects going on. Definitely. I love to give people a good laugh, show them, bloopers and this and that. But, a big thing that I'm working on, I'm not going to spill too much information on, is tournament. I was in the works of a tournament last year, at Montgomery rink, outdoor rink. COVID shut that down. Insurance, paperwork, everything was ready to go, man. And boom, they decided not moving on into the next phase of opening up. So they emailed me back, said, unfortunately, this isn't going to work. Sorry. So kind of lit more of a fire under my ass to get it going. Going to work with the local rink here to do it, the Capitol Clubhouse, and also that same rink, and hopefully in the future, more rinks. And I'd love to see it expand and to grow. So anybody that loves to play hockey, obviously where we live in Maryland, we don't have the advantage of the ODRs. So taking advantage of the outdoor rinks that we do have in the springtime, summertime, fall time. I'd love to get everybody out from the DMV out there, man. Hasn't happened yet, but it will. Got a lot of good positive feedback on it. I just want to see the sport grow in our area, man.
For sure, man. It's a big deal.
Come a long way in the past 10, 15 years, but I think it could go even further. So we're going to look out for that stuff. I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm just I can't wait. Everything hockey, basically.
Yeah, no joke, man. It's a good feeling. It's fun when you're working on this stuff. We got a solid team over here. We get to make some videos, some content, and Steve plays a big role with us over here. So, and especially with me, helping me get all my stuff situated. So it's definitely nice and having that content rolling out, man. It's fun. We've got some ideas brewing. We just got to get it in front of the camera. We got a lot of pen to paper action. So yeah, man, definitely looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward. Hopefully, we can get back into some stadiums and some arenas this year. Hopefully COVID doesn't keep everything shut down, and then we can get some stuff we really want to get in, get some live action on the sidewalk interviews, and we have some fun with it this year, man, and get more people involved with the podcast, and that's stuff we're looking forward to, and we hopefully would take advantage of with this upcoming hockey season, and hopefully we can keep COVID at bay and be able to take advantage of one of the greatest sports ever created. I mean, this is something that brought us all together when we were younger as kids, and it's something that is kept all three of us as part of our friendship and our relationships growing up, man. And how long have we played together, roller, ice, etc. It's fun, man, and being able to do that as an adult and being able to put stuff together instead of just having to sign up or whatever, man. It's a fun feeling. It's fun to be a part of, for sure, man. And I definitely see it. Good things coming, for sure. Good things coming. Just got to stay after it.
Absolutely, man. And that's exactly, stay after it. And I lost touch with hockey for basically almost all of my 20s. I got to a level 3 coaching at the age of 21, traveled for work, and health wasn't the best, this and that, whatever excuse you want to make in life. But man, it's crazy. This past year has been great. It's been great to get back into the swing of things with hockey and get back into the community. It's the best community in the world. So you're definitely going to see a lot more of Men Behind the Mitts, Silky Mitts, some stuff with myself. I can't wait, man. It feels good to be back and be a part of these things, and to be part of the helping hand in it growing, especially in our community here in Southern California. So
We got to get you on ice, showing those beautiful soft hands against a goalie, some one-on-ones. This guy can play, ladies and gentlemen. The name is well earned.
Yeah. I'm sure if you guys have seen the Instagram clips, I mean, he hurts my ankles all the time. It's not fair. Like, this is a guy, like, I've gotten better from it. I've gotten better because of him. Like, no joke. This is a guy we play one-on-one in the GHL all the time. Like, this is it's a big deal. We got a garage hockey league going on over here, and this is a big part of making me better. It's crazy of being at this age and just still learning little things about hockey and being able to apply them to my game, which is awesome. And then seeing it work and all these things and just getting better weekly and just trying little things, man. It's cool as shit. I never thought I'd still be striving to be better, in hockey at this age, and that's crazy. And there's plenty more to go. It's wild.
100%, man. The age is nothing but a number. Like, I don't care how old you are. I played with guys that were 75 years old playing hockey, putting a puck in the back of the net. Just, adult league, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's always room for improvement. You get smarter. And as you get older, you might fall off on playing in the high level leagues. But guess what? There's a whole new wave of youth coming through behind you that you get to just give back to and teach to. And that's the biggest excitement for me with some of this stuff. But I think everybody brings something to the table as far as teamwork goes, especially with our team. You can say that I hurt your ankles and this and that. You hurt my body every day by work, with work, teaching me strength and conditioning, mental stuff. Like, it's great friendship, great relationship. So a lot more to come from this
for
team.
sure, bro.
They're gonna fucking cuddle tonight for sure. Definitely cuddling.
Hey, I ain't afraid. I ain't ashamed of my bro.
It's gonna be warm by the fireplace tonight.
My bromance is what it is. I ain't afraid of shit. As always, Steve, thanks for joining us on the podcast, man. It's always good to have you on here. Can't wait to get the season going, get some lives going. Can't wait. We got a lot of stuff lined up for you guys, but definitely remember to check out Steve over here at Denim_Dangler on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. It's where it's all at. Again, brother, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me, boys. Have a good night.
All right,
Later, bro. Thanks, man.
Denim out. See ya.
That was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, Denim out. I like it.
Oh man, that's great. What a good epi. I love having Denim on, man. It's always good talking to him. And this is someone who I spend a lot of time with. So me and him talk hockey all the time. So it's always nice to get his perspective here on the podcast. So yeah, man, definitely big shout out to Denim. Thanks for having him on. How you feeling, man? Good epi, man. We got another solid epi.
Yeah, we are gonna have a good season to talk about. The fact that our number 10s are so
different,
and different at the same time.
Yeah, it's wild.
So,
before we wrap, hopefully everyone's still with us. I know I've talked to a few of us on through Instagram. I will be posting through my personal, but I am gonna be posting on the Men Behind the Mitts, the 75 challenge, the 75 hard day challenge. I'm gonna reach that out. I don't know, just talking about it. I started my workouts again, and I really wanted to start at 75, but I want to kind of get involved. I know things are a little bit easier when you have a community. If you have a couple people that you can check in with, send a text, whatever. Me and Denim we'll be doing the 75 day hard challenge as well. So I'll tag my our Instagrams here. You can reach out to us through that. You need to reach out to my personal Instagram. I know Shelby's going to join us, so we've got a couple people. I've had a lot of questions about it, and I've had a couple people say they're in. So I do want to post that out here. We do have. I was going to try to start it the Monday after this episode airs, but I wanted to give everyone some time. So I'm actually going to shoot for October 4th. So that's actually going to be our start date for the 75 hard. If you guys want to reach out to us again, like through Instagram, send over some emails. We can work on it. We can have a little community and we can get through this together, guys. Feel better, hopefully lose some weight, lose some inches, kind of recalibrate that brain, get some sugar out of here, get some unwanted carbs out of here, little things like that. This is a challenge that is definitely, it's more mental than it's going to be physical. Trust me, this is a big challenge, and I'm going to post more information about it as well. Because it's not only physicality and maintaining diet and stuff, not even diet, but just eating well, but reading's involved. This is something that's going to help you full circle, not only physically, but mentally. So I'm definitely excited, and hopefully we get a couple more people to join us, man. But hey, I'm excited for that. Other than that, let's wrap this episode. It's always good seeing you, brother. Guys, make sure you check out the Men Behind the Mitts Instagram page. Don't forget about our Silky Mitts Instagram page and silkymittshc.com. Got some new stuff coming out. I'm going to whisper it. It looks good. It looks good. The new stuff. It's going to be sold out again. So you're going to want to be on top of this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying any more, Silk. I had to say that. You sent me some copies. Hats off, bro. I can't wait for this shit to drop.
Yep. It's a good one. Thanks for gassing up the boys.
Yeah.
Pleasure talking to you, man. And until next time.
All right. Be well, guys.
The boys from Men Behind the Mitts just want to say thanks for listening. And as always, be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media outlets at Men Behind the Mitts. Brought to you by Silky Mitts Hockey Club. Support the boys at silkymittshc.com.